Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Mark, back with another video, and you can see the title, Announcement 1998 to Forever. So, what is 1998 to Forever? You may ask. Is it an upcoming movie that I'm making? After Peacemaker, of course, which I still need to get back to soon. I've been kind of had my mind off writing that script for quite a bit. No, it's not a movie. 1998 to Forever. What this is an upcoming video YouTube series, and maybe also a Facebook post that I wanted to do starting next year, 2022. And here today, I, Mark Sanders, officially announce it in YouTube video form on November 12th, 2021. And I don't think I've said what the series is about. What is this series about? This YouTube video series? Well, admittedly, I have some notes that I wrote down for myself to say in this video. So if I keep looking down, then you'll know I'm looking at these notes. I've seen these videos, and maybe you have too. These videos on YouTube where people do a movie for every year of their lives. Someone will do YouTube. They usually do these in one whole video though. For example, if a YouTuber born in 1981 would be to start off, my favorite movie of 1981 is Raiders of the Lost Ark or something like that, you know? And I've heard of these videos for years, man. And I've been wanting to make my own version of those videos for at least 6 years. I'm not even joking. I've really, for a long time, been thinking about doing my own movie for every year of my life videos. And there's not as many of these ones, but there's also a video game for every year of my life videos. And I have kind of thought about doing that one too. But, and I thought about, for maybe the past year, maybe doing a video game list too. A video game version as well. But, very recently, y'all, and by recently, I'm talking 4 days ago, I thought, what if I did do this? But my own special version of this, where it's not just my favorite movies, not just my favorite video games, but what if I did a whole bunch of categories in just one single video? Alright? And I would do it for each year, not one long ass video where I talk about each of these categories of my favorite things of each category, for every single year, just one big video. I will do them individually. I'll do the first one, of course, which would be 1998. I'll do my favorite stuff of that year, and yeah. I'm hungry. And 1998 to Forever is the title that I came up with for this upcoming series that I want to do. Alright? Because But if I did like my favorite things for every year of my life, if that was the title, to me that's just too long. Especially if I'm going to do individual years. So it would to me, I reckon it was terrible if you have my favorite things for every year of my life, and then have the year at the very end where, if you look at it when scrolling through, you might not even see the year. So that's why I came up with the title 1998 to Forever. Alright? I love that title. My mom likes that title. My mate, when I told him that title, he was like, go for it. So yeah, every year that I've been alive to date, I'm gonna do my favorite things of each year. Alright? And I hope you're loving this idea so far, y'all. I really hope. And what are all the categories, you may ask? I initially was just going to do these three right here. These are the three I thought of. These are the three categories that I thought of initially.
The first category, of course, my favorite movie of each year I've been alive. The second category, my favorite song released from each year that I've been alive. And 3, my favorite match for each year I've been alive. And by match, I mean wrestling match, by the way.
Then I asked one of my best friends. I told him about this idea of mine before, of course. I told him I wanted to do this, and I asked him if he could think of any other categories for me to do. And he thought of the fourth category, which is
Video games, which I can't believe I didn't think of before. I'm not even joking. He also suggested TV shows, which I wasn't going to do at first, but I decided that I'll do that as well, and that's the fifth category. And how I'll do how I'll do that is that I will pick my favorite TV show that first premiered from that year. And as my sixth category, I'll also do cartoon, my favorite cartoon that premiered for each year. And this is separate from TV show, right? When it comes to TV show, that's just going to be like live action shows. But for cartoon's exclusive to cartoon, you know. And my seventh and final category is wrestling DVD. Yep, my favorite wrestling DVD for each year that I've been alive. Now, a quick recap of all 7 categories. Category 1, movie. Category 2, song. Category 3, match. Category 4, video game. Category 5, TV show. Category 6, cartoon. Category 7, wrestling DVD.
so yes, those are the 7 categories I'll be doing for this series, man. And something else I want to talk about. I might have curved my way around certain choices for some of my favorite things for years, because I'm already in the middle of making these lists for each year anyway, man. Like, Like, I'm already in the middle of making the actual list themselves. Yeah, of course, I feel like I'm still a long way to go, of course, but I'm doing them. I'm already doing them. Even though you won't know them until at least next year. Alright? And why do I say at least next year? You'll find out soon. But, like I said, I might have curved my way around certain choices. Like my choice for what my favorite wrestling DVD is for 1998, because I've already decided that for 1998. The thing is that wrestling DVDs, or at least WWE DVDs, were not even around in 1998. Yeah, the WWF didn't do wrestling DVDs until 1999. So, not gonna spoil what my pick for my 1998 fave wrestling DVD is, but my pick for my favorite wrestling DVD of 1998 is actually, by technicality, a 2006 WWE DVD release. Now, hear me out. That DVD re-release, though, that DVD, I should say, is a re-release of a 1998 WWF VHS. So that's why I picked that for my favorite wrestling DVD of 1998, even you know what I mean? And also my favorite cartoon of 2008. Again, not gonna spoil what it is. My choice for my favorite cartoon of 2008, the choice that I picked for that, unless I think of something else that I haven't thought of yet, and before I get around to doing that video course, is actually a puppet show. You know, it's not, I guess it's not, let me have it, alright? A puppet show for my favorite cartoon of 2008. I'll put that puppet show, as of right now, my favorite cartoon of 2008. And, like I said, I will start this series in 2022, starting with 1998. Theoretically. Because when I finally start this series for real, I want to be as satisfied with each choice that I've picked for each category for all these years as I can be. I will acknowledge that there might be choices that I forget about completely. Like, I might make a choice on what my best film of 2006 is, for example, and after I already do my 2006 video for this series, I might look back and I'm like, oh shit, I completely forgot about this movie, this and that movie from that year. You know, so I will acknowledge that. Plus, admittedly, I do have some choices that I've picked, you know, that are default choices for some of these years. Like, from my memory, I'm pretty sure I've only played one video game from 1999. So that one video game is my default pick for that year, 1999, for that reason. But am I happy with that default pick? Kinda. But only because I have nice, good childhood memories with that game. Maybe until I do that video, I somehow play another 1999 game that would then be my pick for my favorite game of the year. So, but however, there are some default choices that I'm not really happy with at all. Honestly, like I said, I want to be as satisfied as I possibly can with each of my choices. So if I can't think of any or have default choices for certain categories for certain years that I'm not satisfied with, I'm not doing that video for that year until I find one for that category that I am satisfied with. Plus, I don't think there's a single game from 1998 that I've played. I'm not even kidding. Like, but anyway, availability for me for games around the year of my birth is pretty odd. I reckon that'd be pretty hard for anyone, you know. There are 3 games from The year I was born, though, 1998, that I would love to play, though. And those three games are
South Park, Metal Gear Solid, and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
And until I've played those games and hopefully find at least one that I really love and adore, I won't do the first chapter of this series. Like I was saying before, theoretically, I mean, even before, I didn't want to actually do, you know, these year videos for the series until next year. But theoretically, this series won't have its 1998 video, which will of course be the first one after this announcement one, of course, because of course I'll do these years in order. But until I've played those games and I'm satisfied with picking one as my best game of my birth year, theoretically the 1998 video should come in 2022, but who knows? Maybe even by the end of next year, I still wouldn't have played either of those three, or played any game I'm satisfied with to be my best game of the year. And maybe I won't even start until 2023. Like, when I surely hopefully would have by then, or maybe even 2024, however long it takes. That's how I want to do this. So I'm just putting that out there. And another thing I want to talk about. Of course, I'll do my favorite song released for each year that I've been alive, but another thing, I gotta mention this. I've been wanting to mention this in the video ever since I imagined doing this video. Most of my favorite music actually far precedes my existence. Because I'm a classic rock boy, alright? My favorite band of all time is Led Zeppelin. And my favorite song of all time is Achilles' Last Stand, also by Led Zeppelin. And both of those, Led Zeppelin and their song Achilles' Last Stand, those are decades before I was born. So songs might be a bit hard, for me at least, for picking my best for each year I've been alive, when most of my favorite music precedes me being alive. Of course, there are definitely still songs that were released from 1998 till now that I would call some of my all-time favorite songs, but as well, but of course. But I'm so excited and passionate about doing this series, y'all, and hopefully when I finally get the first video, which will be Chapter 1, 1998 up, I'll be on this journey with y'all. And when I finally start this video series, which should be next year in 2022, it's going to be great. And maybe you guys will post your favorites for each category, or at least the categories that you feel like you want to do, you can do yourself. That'll be nice. I would love that. Hopefully you also say what you think of my picks too, because I'm doing this, man. This is such a personal journey, man. Like, ever since I thought of this idea, I felt really in touch with myself. And when I go over my list, man, it's bringing back memories. It's putting me in those times, throughout my actual life, and I love this idea, But yeah, very excited to do this, and why not? I'll show it. Here are the thumbnails for. I mean, they're all the same, it's just it's just different years, but here are all the thumbnails that you'll see for each chapter.
I'm even including the thumbnail for this very video, y'all. Cause like I said, the same for each year, bruh. I mean, just of course, with different texts for each year. So, yep, these all the thumbnails for videos in this series. And very proud of these. And yes, that's me in those photos. Though all of those photos of me are taken decades apart, man. Like the top one was taken this year, the middle one 2010, and the one on the bottom 1999. Decades apart from different decades. How amazing is that?
By the way, before I go, or before I end this video, I should say, I have not showered in 12 days. I'm not even joking. Yes, I have not showered since Halloween. And, yeah, I guess I'll go do that right now. And I did. Thank you guys for watching my Ziggler McIntyre shirt. I have not worn this in forever. In fact, I thought I lost it for a while. But thank you guys for watching this 2022. This video series truly begins. Hopefully. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, y'all.